Well, welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is the first webinar for January 2023. We're focusing on what is your screen size. And on the screen, we actually, have pictures of various sizes of monitors. And we're talking today about our various products and the various screen sizes that we have. And sometimes it might be that you need two products. You might need a handheld and you might need another device, but we'll be talking about all of that today. I am Kimberly Klein. I'm the sales director for LBI America. And I'm actually traveling. I'm on the road. I'm doing this webinar on the road. And then we have Christopher Caswell, who will be presenting the products, and he is live in Sweden. I know some of you that are joining today are also joining us to get ACV REP credits. So the entrance code, and I will put this in chat in just a minute, but the entrance code is SCREEN, SCREEN, SCREEN. Introducing the LBI America team. Again, we have Christopher Caswell. He is live in Sweden. You'll see him in just a second. He's our international sales manager. I am Kimberly Klein, sales director. And then we also have Catherine Gettle, our marketing manager, and we make up LBI America. Catherine puts our PowerPoints together. She gets everything up on our YouTube channel. She does so many things, kind of the back end side. So we're all available to help you, and we're thrilled to be here. Our phone number is also at the bottom. So if you ever do need to reach out to us, you can reach out at 888-781-7811. And also via email, info@lbiamerica.com. So thank you so much again for joining us. Today, we're talking about what is your screen size and to make some good decisions. So on the actual PowerPoint slide that I'm on right now, we have a lady that kind of has her finger to her face, like she's thinking, what is my screen size? Video magnifiers, they come in a myriad of sizes and descriptions. How can one person boil that down to make sense of all of it in order to make good decisions? And we're very excited. We have handhelds that Christopher will be showing you live. This is brand new for us to start the new year. The Nara 5 and the Nara 7-inch. The first thing people always ask is, did we make these? And no, we did not. But we are really happy to represent them. We've been selling them over in Germany for about a year now, and they've done quite well. And we're excited to show these today. And we do have them now in the US. So we'll be showing that particular product. We'll also be talking about the tab, and the tab is a 13-inch monitor. And then we have a zip, which comes in two sizes, 13 and 17. Our product called the One, which is 17-inch, the Vision, which is our largest. It's our only desktop unit that we have. It's a 23-inch unit. So we'll be talking about screen sizes and why screen size is important. And can you maybe plug into a bigger monitor, or can you have multiple monitors? Do you need multiple monitors? So all of those things are very important. And then we do have some products that don't have built-in screens at all, but you can plug them into whatever size screen that you want, or you can have multiple monitors, because sometimes that's very important, whether it's for a job or for school or even just for home use. These are the key elements that we're going to make sure that we're covering today, is how to select video magnifiers, not just based on screen size, but based on the end user, whether that's yourself or you're someone you're working with, their individual needs. Are they carrying it from room to room? Do they need to have it in their backpack? Do they need to carry it in a purse? Do they need to carry it, with them daily and get it in and out quickly? Those are all things that, like a checkoff sheet of things you need to think about. And Catherine's put together some really good examples, and we'll go through those. Also, what might change your decision based on a task and frequency of that task? So as I mentioned, is a handheld more important because you're taking it in and out because you need it for different things during the day? Maybe you need to quickly look at a street sign, or maybe you need to quickly, you're at a restaurant and you can't read a menu, that type of thing. So you're needing something not all the time, not that you're sitting there reading a book through it, but you want to be able to pull it out and use it whenever you want. So portability, of course, is very, very important at that point. Maybe you need something for reading longer. So those are the types of things that Christopher will cover and show you in just a minute. what might affect your decision when you're considering screen size versus portability? And there is some trade out there. Sometimes you want to go with the smaller screen size for portability, but then you need to make sure that it can plug into a bigger monitor, because there's times that you want it to be, you need it to be a larger monitor. So all of those things are very, very important. All right, I'm going to stop here and go live because Christopher's going to talk about using the Nara 5 and 7 inch, which is our new handhelds, the Tab, which again is 13-inch, the Zip 13 and 17, the One and the Vision. He's going to show it to you live, and then we'll kind of come back and talk about, you know, what you might use for reading recipes for the kitchen or living room. And some of these, we could have almost checked every box for every product, because yes, you could read a recipe with a handheld. Is that the best way to read it? Well, maybe not. If it's a very long recipe, you might want to be able to see the full thing on the screen, and you don't want a handheld where you're having to move, a cup of flour, some eggs. You don't want to have to move through it line per line. So those are the types of things that you kind of have to start to determine to see what's a better product. And maybe that's when you need multiple products because of the different tasks that you're doing throughout the day. So Christopher, I'm going to stop sharing here. And you guys, I'm monitoring the chat. So if you have questions as we go throughout, please put it in chat and I will type as quickly as I can to answer any questions. I will go ahead now and go into the chat and put that entrance code. Okay, Christopher, you are live.
Okay, good. And am I in full screen on your end? Because I'm only very little on my end.
Yes, you're full screen, and it should not be bouncing back and forth. And we can see the big LBI sign, and then it looks like you have some products there, and you've got our handhelds. So, yep, you're full screen, sir.
Okay, that's sounds good. Let's see if I can. What happens if I pin myself? I'd like to see myself in full screen.
I know it's tough. I think maybe if you pin it, that will work.
Yeah, that worked for me. Did it change anything on your end?
Nope, and I'm recording, so we're good.
Okay, perfect. That will help me to see what I'm doing.
So those of you that know Christopher, he's again in Sweden live, and a lot of people have met him. And any of you guys that are here, we're going to be at ATIA and CSUN, so please come by and say hi. We will also have Henrik with us, our CEO. But Christopher, perfect. You're in good view.
Okay, that sounds good. Hello, everyone. Christopher Casper from Sweden here, LBI, Low Vision International. First of all, we're very excited doing this webinar today with you. And we have not done this subject before, so this is a new subject to us. So we will do our best. And there's a lot to go through for me. I have behind me a desk with a lot of product, and then it's actually a 90 degrees turning desk that goes all the way down to the other side of this room. So Kimberly may step in and help me every now and then if I may miss something or if she'd like to add anything. I also like to say when I'm doing webinars that you will see me holding a remote control, and that is to control the camera for this webinar. So that's why I'm holding this remote control. What screen size are you? Well, as Kimberly mentioned, it's not easy just to pick one fruit and that's the one to go with for all tasks. But there are products, of course, that are helping some individuals more depending on what their situation is like. The eye condition itself, but also what's the purpose of the product? Is portability important? Is simplicity important? Is a lot of advanced features important? What are those features? Is the individual looking for a product traveling a lot? Is the individual going to use it for in-home use only, moving it inside the home or not? So there are many questions to ask and have answered before knowing what route to go forward with. But we're hoping that this webinar will give you guys some ideas what you can think of and what questions you may want to ask. So let's get started with some products here. I'll put down the controller. I have it set up here in this demo room as starting with smaller, more portable products that have a screen built in. And then we will continue down the desk where the products will get bigger and bigger. At the end of the desk, which is outside of picture for you right now, we also have some products that doesn't come with any screen. And we will explain more about that as we go down the road. Also, as Kimberly mentioned, some products are able to connect to an external monitor, even though they already have a monitor. And we will take a closer look at that. The handheld devices, some call them the portables, are products that are mainly made for spot reading. When you just quickly want to read something, you are in the grocery store, you want to see the price tag, you want to just get some information. You are in your home and you want to take a look at the cinema ticket, what the expiring date is. That could be a good task for this little guy. You have someone that you just want to give a phone call to, you have a business card. So just those, let's say, on-spot quick tasks. That's where something like this comes in handy. And I'm holding a 5-inch handheld device right now. So I'm going to take the camera remote here and zoom in. And come down to the desk. Like that should be okay.
Yep, you're good. I can see it looks like a check there.
That is correct. Yes. So we have a 5-inch. In the back of the 5-inch, I can pull out a stand and then I can place it on the desk. It also has a camera for distance viewing. And when I'm looking in distance, I may pull out the handle. That will make the use of the product very handy using the handle.
Come down a little bit, Christopher, with your hand. Perfect. Now we can see it. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. That's helping Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, one idea of this product is it comes on really quick, just like within 1 or 2 seconds, and you are live. So let's say we want to take a look at the cinema tickets. And I can also, before I continue, I can say that some of the documents and text you may see today in this webinar may be in Swedish. So you may learn some Swedish today.
We call it Swinglish. We talk English here, they talk Swedish. Sometimes it comes out Swinglish.
That is correct.
So I just want to talk about the NARA, as Christopher is kind of showing it a little bit. This is called the NARA. It goes from 2 to 32x magnification. It does have the built-in reading stand. It's very lightweight, 4 hours continuous use for battery. It offers freeze frame. You can save images. You can turn on reading lines. It does have 2 cameras. It's got a near and a far camera. And it does have HDMI connection, so you can connect it to an external monitor or a TV. That's going to be for both the 5 and the 7. It's got the 5 there right now, so I just kind of want to talk about size so you guys can get an actual kind of idea in your head. The NARA 5 is 5.7 inches in width. Height is 3.3 inches. The depth of it is 1.1 inch. And the weight is 9.7 ounces. So it's really lightweight. The near distance, or the camera for near is HD. The camera for distance is full HD. And that's the 5-inch. The 7-inch, if you're looking at the sides, the width is 7.68 inches. And we have a brochure, but I just want to kind of give you guys an idea. The height is 4.92 inches. The depth is 0.98 inches. And the weight on this is, of course, a little bit heavier, but not heavy. 13.94 ounces. And again, the near camera is HD. The distance camera is full HD, and that's the 7-inch. One of the things, because I've been taking these around, we kind of were trying to make sure we really wanted to move forward with this because we've had a request for handhelds for quite some time. And so I'm going to give you about the top 5 things that I'm hearing about these particular units. First of all, the buttons all talk. So I work with a lot of places that there may be a small lighthouse or a low vision area where they're working with low vision all the way to someone that has no vision, but maybe the person that's working with them has no vision themselves. And they haven't been able to show off handhelds because they, couldn't, the buttons, they don't know, is it going yellow on black? So these announce, the buttons, if you turn that on, it'll announce yellow on black, black on white. And that's a feature, of course, that can be turned on or off. So that's one thing that has stood out that I've heard really good information about. The other thing is the voice that it speaks with. I've heard that it's very clear. It's voiceware or VM, and the voice is Kate. So it's very crisp and clean. It's a good voice. The other thing is charging. They come with, of course, a charger, but it's just a standard USB-C charger. So the nice thing about that is you can plug it in your car, and when you're riding along, you can charge it as well because it's just a standard charger like you would charge USB-C for your phone. So that's another really nice thing. And then the batteries on it, the 5-inch, the back part, it just comes right off, and you can just change the battery if you needed to. Of course, we'll carry batteries here, and so it's very easy. You don't have to send it in, to the manufacturer to maybe have that change. The 7-inch is a little bit different to get the battery out, but with a tool, it again could be done very easily. So those are some of the things that have made them stand out. When you take pictures, you can put voice memos with the pictures. So let's say you were at the Grand Canyon, you take a snapshot, you could then put a voice memo, picture at Grand Canyon, this is the date. So those are just some facts about these particular handhelds. Again, we do have brochures. These are really new. You guys are the first people to see them on a webinar, and I don't even know if we have the brochures up on our website yet. So literally this is brand new. We are going to be having them at ATIA and at CSUN. And then we have some resellers that have already put their orders in. So those are just some facts about it. Now, Christopher, if you want to maybe just kind of show it more live or whatever. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to give those facts.
Yeah, no, that's great, Kimberly. First of all, we have had some people writing to us in the chat saying that anytime you talk, my video goes back and your picture, the picture of you comes up on the screen. So I don't know if there's any way to stop that.
No, the brochures are not on the website, but at the end, if you would please just send me an email and I can get you a brochure. I thought I told it not to do that, Christopher. So keep going and I'll keep playing on this side. I'm not seeing that, and I'm the one that's recording it. So I'm hoping in the recording that doesn't occur, but I will keep hunting here. If you would go ahead, please.
Okay. All right. So again, this is our idea of doing this webinar. We will kind of go back and forth between me and Kimberly. She will jump in and add some information. Anyways, I can see when I'm looking at the computer here that the screens of these handles are currently quite black for you because of the angle of the conference camera I'm using. So I'll try just to explain more because it's hard to change the angle. Anyways, as we said, these are more for on-spot reading. Just take a quick look at, for example, someone sent me a Christmas card, obviously some weeks ago. That's a good example of a situation where something handled like this come into good action. And here you can actually, let's see if we can do this. It's not only for me, this Christmas card, it's from the owner of LBI. It's a gentleman that used to be the CEO, who's no longer working here because he's retired, but still active as a board member and owner. And he says, Merry Christmas to all at LVI. Best regards, Ulle. I did bring some pill bottles. That's a good example of something you just want to take a quick look at the date, or obviously what pills this is. That's a good example of what you could look for. This is another medicine box where you may want to get some information before you start using them. Some kind of restaurant menu is another good example, either of course in the restaurant, or if you are going to do takeout and you want to pre-order. That's another good example of where these type of products could be very handy. As we mentioned, you can also do distance viewing with them with the second camera. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing on the upper left button to change camera. And I don't have to, but if I want to, I can easily just slide out the handle, and then I can look in distance. I realize that it's, oops, sorry, I was too high. I realize that it's hard for you to see here on the blue screen, but I prepared a street sign paper on the wall here saying, giving you some street signs, which is another good example of where this product could become handy. If you are out walking and you just want to take a quick look at a street sign, or obviously a street name. So this is the 5-inch, and then we have the 7-inch. Both of them can easily be connected to a monitor. That's why I'm having a monitor here in the back. HDMI cable is included with the products, and on the side I got the HDMI port. So I plug them in. And now we are connected to the larger screen. That can be used for, as we are here, we are live, or if we have saved photos using them in the store, for example, when we are back home, I may want to plug it into the external monitor and go through the saved images that I have. Another task that could be handy with something like this is to just sign something. So I'm currently looking at a check, and I just want to write the check to someone. Then I can easily fill out here. Let's give myself, I'm in a bad position here, but let's give myself $1,000. So that's another task that could be done by using the Narrow 5 or the Narrow 7 portable device. One last thing to mention is the Narrow 5, the little one, does not come with the carrying case, but it's quite durable. The buttons are all tactile, and it's very low weight, so it's very easy to bring anywhere you want to go. The 7-inch comes with a little carrying case that will protect the unit if you choose to bring it with you. I turn it off, slide it into the case.
So Christopher, the 5-inch has the little satchel, the black satchel. Do you have that there?
That is right. No, I did not bring it into this one.
Okay, so yeah, it does have a little black velvet satchel that'll protect it. So you guys, I'm getting some questions. I'm not quite sure. So I just want to verbalize this. There's several ways to charge it. It plugs in USB-C into the unit. This is both 5 and 7-inch. Then that just plugs into a standard, this all comes together. Then it plugs into a wall plug. You can plug that into the wall, or USB, you can plug it right into, like if you're in the car, you know, you're just going to plug how you plug your phone in. Someone's asking if it charges faster one way or the other. I have not tested that, but I can tell you I was at 40%, and I drove 30 minutes and it went up to like 90%. So I can tell you it was pretty quick. I've had it charged quickly, excuse me, either in the wall or in the car. And again, it goes up to 4 hours without needing to recharge the battery. And I apologize, you guys, we don't have this on our website yet. This is new. You guys are like cutting edge. You're seeing stuff before some of our resellers haven't even received theirs, or some of them haven't ordered them. So if you have a question, you're in a state, you want to know if there's a reseller that carries it, I'm the best person to reach out to. And I put it in the chat, but it's Kimberly, Kimberly .Klein, that's CLINE at L Lima Victor India, LVI America.com. Okay. Thanks, Christopher.
Yeah, that's perfect. Now you gave me some time to clean up here and move on to the next product. So as I said before, before we got started, I lined up the products starting with the smaller ones, and then we're increasing in screen size here with the built-in screen products we have. The next two products we're going to take a quick look at now are the MagLink Zip in a 13-inch, actually 13.3-inch monitor, and the MagLink Tab with the 13-inch tablet, so 13-inch screen in the tablet. These are products that are developed for being portable, movable. These are products having features that are or could be important for school situations, workplace situations, but could also be for home situations. Where I'll take the Zip 13 and I will fold it like that. Kimberly, remind me in pounds how much this one weighs. I only know the kilograms.
Sure. So you're looking at the, which one, the 13 or the 17?
13-inch, correct.
Okay, so let me just kind of go over some stats for that particular product as well. So the 13-inch unit, if you get it with a battery, which you can make that decision when you order it, you don't have to order it with a battery, but if you do, it's going to last you, if you turn on the different settings, which I don't know if we're going to have time to go into all of that, but it's going to last you between 5.5 hours. It is a full HD camera. The frame rate is 60 hertz. Also 13 or 17. If you go with the 13, it's 7.7 pounds. And you have the ability to get it with or without an XY table. You can get integrated. The reason you would get an integrated XY table is it's an oversized XY table, which you will see at the end on the 23-inch. Where if you get a removable XY table, of course, you can take that on and off. That's going to make it weigh less. There's two little, I call them the Frankensteins. They stick out at the neck and the very back. And that's where the actual XY table would hook onto if you're doing a removable XY table. Let me see if there was anything else that I should mention about it. It folds up very compact. All of the portable products that you can move from classroom to classroom, room to room, office to office, they all have really nice cases. They're hard on the edges to where if the case got dropped, it's going to protect it some. And so we have great cases. We've had people comment that we have really some incredible cases. They're bright orange on the inside, so it's easy to see them. And for the actual product he's showing there, the 13, 17-inch Zip, and then also he's going to go to the one, we have a trolley or a rolling case as well. So those are some of the options.
That is right. I actually brought the removable XY table here that you're talking about, Kimberly.
Excellent.
As you said, you just simply slide it in, and it's being held by two tabs coming out on each side in the back of the product. So it's now in place. It holds its position. It's very easy to move around. Friction brakes in the front and on the right side. And when you don't want to use it anymore, you just tilt it up a little bit in the front and you slide it out. That's how simple it is to add or take out the XY table of this product.
The other thing quickly about the Zips 13 and the 17, you can get them with a connection board. And the reason you might get them with a connection board is maybe you want the 13-inch zip for portability, lightweight, but you're sitting somewhere for a long period of time and you want to plug it into a 55-inch TV, a 75-inch TV, whatever, or you want to plug it into your computer. With these particular products that Christopher's showing, and there's going to be a few more, we support PC, Mac, and Chrome. So if you wanted to plug it into a PC, Mac, or Chrome, you could do that. That would allow you to then use our viewing software where you can take the camera, do distance, you could take pictures of the board, you could do video, you can do OCR. And hint, hint, I'm going to spoil it probably, but it's going to work with a very brand new product very soon. That's going to be our February webinar. But just, I'll just say, think of the word Apple. That might give you a hint. And if you come by and see us at the booth, you'll get to see some new products that we're releasing next week at ATIA.
That is right. Now you tease them a little bit. These products are the camera. If I push down the monitor, the black little box here in the center of the product is the camera head. And the camera is mounted quite high from the desk or the plate, which means that I have a lot of room to work underneath the camera here, which makes it easy to view a book like this. This is actually my daughter's, 6-year-old daughter's book for cooking food. There's a lot of nice recipes in here. And one of her favorites is to make pancakes. So that's a good task for this type of product because you can easily change page without the page hitting anywhere. So there's a lot of free space between the camera and the object or the page. The same thing with the other product or actually I'm going to cover that quickly in a minute here. Because of that, you can also work with objects. So for example, I just installed in my home here in Sweden, a rechargeable Wi-Fi video doorbell. So there's a lot of information on this box. And that's another, I guess, good example of what you can use this product for. Because again, it has the nice height underneath the camera. So it's allowing me to look at larger objects. Zoom in, zoom out, add contrast, anything I'd like to do. As I said before, this product was mainly or partly developed for school and workplace situations where distance viewing is or could be important. If I lower the screen, I have access to the camera. I just simply grab the camera and pull it nicely towards me. And then I am looking in distance. Right now, I'm very close to the wall behind here, so it's too close for the camera to focus. But if I turn the camera, because I can turn it, let's see what we have here. There's a lot of stuff in between. See if we can grab what I prepared. Oh, there is a whiteboard, of course. So that's another typical example of where this product can be handy. To look in distance in the classroom, to see what's going on the whiteboard. 3 plus 3 equals, and then there's another product coming in the way. And then I can easily just go back to my near reading and take my notes or continue with whatever I was doing. Next to it, we have a product, as I said, that is tablet-based, but it kind of have the same and actually more features where, first of all, you also here have the nice and free area underneath and around the camera, where the camera view is. So I can also here work with any type of larger object or book. Zoom in, zoom out, grab the camera. If I want to look in distance, it rotates in any angle. Of course, it folds very nicely, so the product becomes very compact. This one is running on a Windows Surface Pro tablet. It's a 13-inch, and you have a lot of more features here. Save images, video record, do OCR, text-to-speech, go on the internet, check your email, anything you'd like, because it's a powerful computer built into this. But again, regarding the screen size, 13-inch and 13-inch, I can simply just connect these, because on the back of the little screen, the zip, I have a connection board with an HDMI. And the same thing on the tablet. I can also connect this one to any size monitor I like. The previous monitor we just used, which was a Philips 27-inch, of course I can plug them into that. And I will show you that in a minute.
You guys, there's been some good questions in the chat. People are asking about representatives. Do you have a representative in my area? I put the link up. You can go to our website, or you can just reach out to me at the end of the webinar and I can let you know that. We do have representatives in almost all 50 states, but I can also direct you. Not all of the representatives may carry all of our products. Some of them may choose not to carry the handhelds because they've been carrying other handhelds. So the best thing is to reach out to me. You can email me, or you can also call me. You'll have my cell number and you'll have my text information at the end, but I'm available to answer any of those questions. Same thing for pricing. If somebody has questions on pricing, it's probably best just to reach out to me, because we have a lot to cover today. And yes, of course, we want to show our products, but we really want to teach people why it's important, why screen size is important, the different options, what to choose when you're looking for an individual. And so we want to focus a lot on that. And but I am available. And if somebody wants to stay on, I can even unmute you at the end. So there's a lot of good questions about all of that, but I probably am not going to answer all of that in the chat right now, but feel free to reach out.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about that prior to this webinar, that it's always a challenge knowing how much to show and talk about and where to stop, because obviously there's a lot we'd like to show you guys here, but this is a 1-hour webinar focusing on what screen size are you, and portability and simplicity that is also to consider regarding that.
So someone did ask a question really quick. That product that he just went over, that's the tablet-based product, it's called the Tab, T-A-B. All of our products have kind of a one name. So Nara, and that means close up in Swedish, the Tab, T-A-B, and then the Zip is the 13 and 17, the Zip. Great questions, you guys.
Absolutely, thank you. So the next product, I just kind of moved here, the tablet-based product, and I took in the other Zip. So the smaller Zip with the 13-inch has a bigger brother here, which is the 17-inch model. It's actually the same product, but Kimberly mentioned before that there are some different options to this product: battery or non-battery, XY table built in or not, removable XY table, connection board. And this is the bigger brother with the 17.3-inch monitor, so slightly bigger than the previous one. And a lot of times people tend to go with the integrated XY table for this model. And I guess a lot of reasons for that is because you may use this not as much on the go as the previous one, which is more portable. This one may be more of your modern looking desktop type of CCTV video magnifier, but still transportable. It comes in a carrying case, as Kimberly mentioned before, with orange scrappers and black and orange inside, so it gives kind of a nice contrast. These are the carrying cases that are for most of our products. And they are hard sides, they stand up nice, they protect the units very well. Shoulder strap and handle. So if you want to just fold this guy like that. Also, this one can be put in its carrying case and it's transportable. Again, not as much portable because it is heavier, it is slightly bigger, but you can bring it if you go to the library, to your summer house, or wherever you want to go. So we have a 27-inch monitor that we connected to the NARA before. I am going to take the same the HDMI cable on the back of this screen, the same as on its little brother. I have a connection board, which is optional. I have a HDMI port available. I connect it to the HDMI. And then I will have to move you guys to see the 27-inch screen over there, which is a standard Philips screen, and we are live on that screen. So whatever happens on my 17 built-in zip screen is happening on the larger external screen. So as Kimberly said, if I have either the 13 or the 17-inch zip or the Magnifier tab, the tablet-based product, I have portable or somewhat portable systems. But sometimes maybe if I'm going to read more or whatever the situation may be, I'd like to connect to a larger screen. That is very much doable. This larger screen also has the distance camera, rotatable, battery or no battery. But here with the bigger screen, perhaps it may be easier to read, let's say, more text versus the smaller screens, depending on the eye condition and the individual and the situation. But in general, maybe more like magazines, novels, etc., may be easier to read with this size monitor and type of product. Anything you'd like to add there, Kimberly? I'm trying to kind of speed up a little bit because we have a few more products to cover.
No, I just wanted to say, you guys, great questions in the chat. I think it's really going to be easier because I'm getting a lot of really good questions about if you add this to it, how much does it weigh? If you have an XY table, if you have an integrated, if you have removable, great. They're all wonderful questions. We have an incredible brochure that goes over all of our products, and then it does the weight for each product. It also covers, does it have a full HD camera? What's the smallest magnification? What's the largest, etc. It's kind of like in an open book, almost like an Excel spreadsheet, but it's in a brochure format. So if you just ask me when you reach out, if you want that particular brochure, it has the weight dimensions of every single product. And then if you're asking specifically about the NARA, that is not in our brochure yet because it's literally a brand new product. So we have separate brochures for that. So I'd be glad to share any of that with any of you guys.
Perfect. I'm moving on to the next product, which is the last product I have here for this webinar from LBI with with a built-in screen. And this is our Magnifier Vision desktop video magnifier with a 23-inch built-in screen. This product is designed for being a stationary system, although of course you can move it, but it's a lot more heavy. Is it like 28 pounds, Kimberly?
Yes, I think it's close to 29. I think it's like 28 and a half or something. So that's our heaviest unit. The cool thing about this particular unit, and I'm sorry, I know it's bouncing, you guys, I apologize. I'm hoping the recorded one doesn't do that. But the handles, that's what Christopher's ready to show you. So not only is it more lightweight than some of the ones on the market, but there's two handles that it's so easy to carry. I mean, like, I am not strong like Christopher, Mr. Iron Man here, but I can pick it up really easily. And we even have had the seniors tell me, oh my goodness, this is so easy. Or even some of the counselors say, oh, I hate the desktops. They're so heavy, but boy, this one's easy to move around. So it is fairly lightweight. And then the handles make it extremely easy to move around.
Yeah, and this product, the monitor can go up and down. So you can find the position that works for you. You can also tilt it so that it's going upwards. The controls are in the front of the panel. Brightness, autofocus on, off, zoom in and out, make it bigger, smaller. You can add guiding lines if that's helping you to navigate when you're reading. I'm adding a horizontal line, could be vertical, could also add masking. I can change the high contrast, easily go back to true color, and then focus on my reading. Large screen, handy and easy to use functions. If I want, now before I say that, this one has our largest XY table, which is designed with the second plate, which is kind of unique in this industry. And this one is there to protect the sliding rails from dirt and dust, but also to protect the user's fingers from not getting crushed or hurt in here. So it's not easy to get stuck with the fingers underneath the top surface part of this XY table. It's very large, nice, has a stop in the back, friction brakes in both directions, moves very nicely. If I get tired from reading with my eyes, I can, if I have the text-to-speech version of this product, pull out the external wire controller. This controller will control my text-to-speech functions. So what I can do is press the large orange square button in the bottom. I will get an orange frame showing me where to place the document. In this case, a book that's in Swedish. I again press the big orange square button. I get a camera click sound, voice feedback that it's processing.
126 organization are not then know the competence in this could have our by.
And it's starting to read in English, but on a Swedish document. That's why it may sound a little weird. Obviously, you can change the view. You can have a word center, the line, how you'd like to follow along. You can change voices, female, male, language, automatic language detection, color mode on and off. There's a lot you can do, but you can also keep it very simple. Press to process and scan a page, pause and play, change volume and reading speed, and that's all you need to do to sit back and relax and listen to your book. Of course, you can also scan multiple pages, so it will continue to read as many as you like.
Great job, you guys. So what's going to make this one stand out is the desktop model. Yes, you can, I would call it luggable. You can move from room to room, but it's not something you're going to, be at a restaurant and put this on a table, that type of thing. It's luggable, but there has a reason that you have it. You want something with a larger monitor. You really want to be able to view a lot of text at one time because it does full page OCR. All of those types of things. Some other great questions are coming up, you guys. All of our products, we hand build. If it's something we made, which we did not make the NARAs, but the ones that we've hand built, all the other products, they have a 2-year bumper to bumper warranty. So 2 years on them. And then the battery on them, most manufacturers where we get our batteries give us a year. So it's a year on the battery. And then, and the NARAs have a 1-year warranty for everything. And then the other question that came up, let me see. Yes, we offer extended warranties. You can get extended warranties on the product as well. And trying to think, I was reading through the questions really quickly. Oh, the Surface Pro tablet has a 1-year warranty on the tab portion. Our camera, the stand, software, excuse me, everything that we create is 2 years. So great questions.
Absolutely. The next product is our product that comes with no monitor, no screen, but it still functions without a screen, and that's one way of using it. It's a scanner or reading machine, as some like to call it, that's portable, very lightweight, very sleek design, comes in a carrying case, of course. What you do is you place it on the desk. Most of the weight is obvious, of course, in the bottom, so it's very stable on the desk. The handle, when you gently push it backwards, it will come out as your camera arm, including an LED lamp. On the back of the unit with the magnet, I have the same controller I just used on the big desktop machine. This product is using the exactly same software as the previous product. So I grab a piece of text, slide it into the front of the unit where I, on the both edges on the sides, can feel that there's like two wings or tabs coming out, helping me to navigate where to place the document. If I have it on the text on the side or even upside down, it doesn't matter. The machine will, of course, automatically adjust that before it starts to read during the scanning process. So I press the orange square button like I did on the previous product. You hear the camera click, the processing.
About LBI America. LBI America is a subsidiary of LBI Low Vision International.
And it starts to read. This is one way of using this scanner, or you can take an HDMI, connect on the side to your external monitor.
Monitor plugged in, monitor removed, monitor plugged in.
And let me see, yes, you are in picture. And this is my LG widescreen monitor here where we are now plugged into. So if I continue, I paused obviously before. If I
International, with a mission to make every day easier for people with visual impairments.
And it will read and at the same time show me the text, so I can also use my eyes to follow along in the text. The same as on the previous big machine, the CCTV. So this is a scanner that can hook up to any size monitor.
Okay, a couple good questions that have came up. This product is called the Voice. So we have the Voice and the Vision. The Voice is the one that does not have a monitor. The Vision has a monitor. They're basically the same product, same software. Again, you guys were getting pricing questions. This one was for Canada, a Canadian price. You would reach out to our Canadian reseller. If you want to stay on at the end or you want to write to me directly, I can let you know our resellers in Canada, but you can also go to our website, www.lbiamerica.com/contact. I did put that in, but I can type it again. Christopher, someone did ask a question and I want to clarify that I don't answer it incorrectly. About both of our TTS devices, the Voice and the Vision, they're saying very cool. They're asking if the device ever requires updates for the TTS.
No, it does not, unless we are coming out with a major new firmware to it, but that's very rare. So no, it does not.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure. Do any of your Voice Vision, TTS Vision tools have features that allow changing the voice profiles? Yes, you can change the profiles. You can set up, these are great for schools because you can set up a user profile and call it Christopher or Kimberly. You can set up as many user profiles as you want. You could have a morning one and an evening one if your vision changes, because again, the voice connects, excuse me. Yes, the voice connects to a monitor as well. So maybe you want it larger in the morning, or excuse me, probably smaller in the morning, larger later in the day. So yes, you can set up different profiles for yourself or other people. And you can change the tone and the pitch if you have hearing loss. You guys, you got everybody that's on today, A++ for good questions.
Now I only have 2 products remaining and we will just cover the surface of them. Starting with the Magnifier S. which is a very portable device that you fold like this in 3 steps, and there you go. So you have this little portable handy camera that connects to a PC, Mac, or Chromebook, or directly to an external monitor. And as Kimberly said, very soon also with an Apple product. This camera connects with USB, in this case to a Dell PC, and then using the laptop's screen. It's now booting up because I had it unplugged. There we go. And now we are live here. So here we are. This is a very robust system where I have video recordings and images, all the basic CCTV features. I can grab the camera and do distance viewing, rotate the camera in any angle. I can use the notepad tool that we have built in to highlight words, write text, or sign something. I also have OCR if I hit the keyboard F4.
Thank you for choosing LBI. You've made it.
It starts to read within just 1 second. Focusing on the screen size today, this is my Dell. I believe it's a 14, maybe goes up to a 15-inch screen in this case. But I take the HDMI that I just used with the reading machine and I plug it into the Dell computer. And of course, the image will show up on my external monitor. There we are. As another popular accessory to this product, we have what we call a docking station. Our docking station is, as you can hear on the name, a docking tower with an integrated large XY table. So this little portable camera can quickly turn into a very robust, solid stationary system by just doing those steps. And now it says that I don't have a camera connected because I just unplugged. But now when I plug back, we are coming live here in a second. There we are. So I just turned the little portable camera that we have, MagLink S, into a, let's call it, workplace solution. Large XY table, a lot of free space underneath the camera, allowing me to work with objects, bookbinders, whatever it may be. And in this case, connected to a Dell computer that is connected to an external screen. That could be, of course, any size screen.
Great. So now you guys are seeing a product that has no monitor, but you can plug it into a computer. Then you can plug that into a monitor so you can have 2 monitors going on at one time. So there's a lot of options that we've covered today. We are right at the top of the hour. I know some of you have to go, so I'm going to put the exit code on the screen and say it. If you want to stay, because I do have a few closing comments, please do. We're not rushing out this second, but I just wanted to make sure for those of you that are joining us during your lunch that you have the exit code. So the exit code is size. The entrance code was screen. The exit code is size. And back to you, Christopher.
Okay, again, we are not going to cover all the features today in this webinar, so I will stop there on that product and just, let's see what you see. Okay, you see this. Slide in the bigger brother to the MagLink S next to it, and this product is called the MagLink Pro. The MagLink Pro is designed and developed for being a very, let's say, robust MagLink S product, where the camera comes even further up. In centimeters, it's 46 centimeters between the camera and the plate. which gives me a lot of room to work with big books, big bookbinders, or big objects. This is a very powerful device where I can also grab the camera and do distance viewing by rotating the camera to any angle. I can connect it to PC, Mac, or Chromebook, just to any size external monitor. And that's the last product we are going to talk about.
So one of the things that sets this product apart, you guys, is all of our cameras give you an incredible image. So their 10x optical zoom is the S, and the Zip, and the ones we were showing you, but the Pro is a 20x optical zoom camera. And then we have a product we didn't mention today because there's not time, but I just want to say we have a product called the ML Air, and it's actually in the ceiling. So that's another whole nother dimension of, wow, I don't want to carry around all of this. I just want to sit down at a desk, have it above me, and not have anybody even know I'm using it. But that's a whole nother webinar within itself. But we have all of these products, and we'll have them at ATIA. Please come by our booth. You can check them out in person. We are having a keyboard giveaway as well. All right, I'm going to go back. Are you able to see my screen, Christopher?
Yes.
Hey, you guys will get this PowerPoint, and since we're running late, I'm not going to go through all of it, but you can see that we checked off. If you're reading a full recipe, you might want to use a 13-inch. Could you use a NARA 5 and 7? Of course, yes, you could. It just depends on your vision. It depends on how much you want to see of something at one time. So we have a breakdown of what we recommend for kitchen use, living room, bathroom use, in the car, reading street signs. If you're in a classroom, maybe what you would use for science or math. And again, it doesn't mean you can't use these other products, because so most of the products we showed today have options, distance cameras, document, all of those things. So if you have questions, once you get this PowerPoint and say, hey, I'm thinking of this product, but I want it to be able to do something, you didn't check it off on the PowerPoint, you can reach out to me directly and we can go over that in detail. So we have kind of an outline for the workplace, for school, for home. We also have other considerations. Do you need something with a monitor? Do you need something to connect to a second monitor? Which, by the way, the Pro can do that. It's just the Pro itself doesn't have a built-in monitor, but you can plug it into a computer, and then that computer could have a second monitor plugged in. If you're looking for something that's working well for students, something, if you have no vision at all, the Voice is incredible. It's an incredible reading machine. The largest monitor, we mark that one off, can fit in your pocket or purse. We mark those, fit in a backpack, portable, transportable, meant to be stationary, a little bit bigger unit, and has a docking station. That was the last thing that Christopher, well, actually the last thing was the Pro. The first thing prior to that was the S with the docking station. You can reach out to us at any time. With Christopher, we're not going to have you call Sweden, but you can email him. Just note that his name is spelled Christopher. So it's Christopher.Caswell, CASSWALL @LVI.SE. I'm Kimberly Klein. It's Kimberly, KIMBERLY.Klein, CLINE @LVIamerica.com. 702-468-6611. You can call, text, or email me anytime. And then also Catherine Gettle is in the US as well. It's Catherine, CATHERINE .Gettle, GETTEL @LVIamerica.com, 802-236-4404. And that's her cell number as well, so you can text her. We covered a lot of questions. I see there's things in the chat, Christopher. I don't know if you're able to quickly go look. I do want to say, if you joined us today and you're needing ACB REPs, you'll need the entrance code, the exit code, and you also need to send an email into us requesting the ACB REP certification. And that, I don't see the separate website, or excuse me, email for that, but that should be directed to Catherine. But if you get it to Christopher or I, will help you with it as well. But that would be Catherine.Gettle @LVIamerica.com for ACB REPs. We do have another webinar in February already scheduled. We do webinars monthly. This one is unveiling some new technology that we were hinting at today that we're showing live at ATIA. If you want to come to any of our webinars, go to www.lviamerica.com/webinar. and register. I can tell you, we're working on what we're going to do in March, but April, we are back to our, the one that we do where we focus on someone that has low vision, and they're doing incredible things. And we'll give you more hints about that for April. And that is it. So thank you for joining. Christopher, what's going on in the chat? I see a bunch of things in there.
Yeah, there's a lot that came in. I think I answered most of them. I'm hoping I didn't miss any. I think they are. I just gave quick answers. I don't even know if they are still here. That
Okay, so you guys, if your question didn't get answered or you just weren't able to access the chat effectively and you need to talk to someone, again, please reach out to me, 702-468-6611, or email Kimberly, Kimberly, .klein@LVI, Lima Victor India, LVI, America.com. We greatly appreciate you attending today. Great questions, and we look forward to answering more questions and hopefully seeing you, whether I'm traveling to your state or one of the upcoming shows. So thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful day. Traveling to your state or one of the upcoming shows. So thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful day.